So to kind of, as we think about groups and students in groups, how does a group leader determine the kind of spiritual temperature? Is there a believer or non-believer? How do they do that as they think about groups?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, I think one of the main goals for a leader should be to gauge the spiritual temperature of everyone in their group. Because I mean, we're going to have a spectrum of people, the different members in our groups. And so, I mean, I think kind of three categories for them to think through that. One, I think you may just have the seeker or just the non-Christian that just says, hey, I'm just here. Maybe I just wanted to find community. I just wanted friends, and y'all provided this, so that's why I'm here. So that's one. Another is maybe a nominal believer, maybe someone who has kind of grown up in church or might claim to be a Christian, but really no fruit of that, and really kind of looking at their life, they just kind of identify as a Christian, but really nothing else there. And then the true believer. And so, I mean, those are kind of the three categories that I think we can kind of think through when we think of the people in our groups. So, I mean, I think just for a leader, two of the main things that you can do, one is just get to know their story. Get to know the people's story in your group, and if you hear a solid testimony, that they understand, hey, I understood that I was a sinner and that I needed Jesus to save me. I mean, like elements of the gospel in their story, not just, hey, I went to church or my granddaddy was a pastor. So trying to kind of wade through some of that to try and really understand, hey, does this person have an understanding of the gospel? So just getting to know their story would be one thing, and then the second thing, just in group time, just listen to their answers. Sometimes in group, like when people are kind of responding, I'm kind of like, okay, that kind of like flag that. Yeah, I'm going to come back to that later. I may ask them about that later on.
Yeah, I think just if you ever have any hesitation that someone isn't a believer, trying to get one-on-one with them, whether it's coffee or lunch or something, so that they don't feel like in front of everybody that they're different.
Mm-hmm. So I think those are a couple of ways to kind of navigate through that, and seriously, potentially, some of our leaders may have the opportunity to lead someone to Christ in their group, or if they come across someone that they don't know, they can reach out to us to try and help navigate that. So
typically a student will rise to the surface as you listen to their answers and kind of watch them, even watching them navigate with everyone else. You can kind of begin to tell, okay, this person's comfortable talking about their faith.
Right.
This person is now not comfortable talking about their faith. That doesn't mean they're not a believer, but it does mean you have to press